Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I just finished watching All In 2024, Bryan Danielson defeating Swerve. I was ready for it. Honestly, I thought today was going to be the last day for Bryan Danielson to wrestle and me be able to see it on a main stage. I do believe that. I don't really know where the storyline goes from here. Maybe Bryan Danielson is going to sign a new contract. Maybe he is going to wrestle. But I had kind of got it in my mind that he wasn't, telling a story. He wasn't making anything up, and he was really gonna retire today, having this big match on this big stage. I didn't get to see the whole entire show. I had inventory. I got off at noon. I got home at 12:30. I saw the entire MJF match. I saw the Britt Baker match. I thought the Darby Allin versus Jack Perry match was fucking awesome. I'm a really big Jack Perry fan, so that was cool with me. But the one thing that got me to watch this show was Bryan Danielson, and the whole, is this going to be it storyline of career versus title. I saw the tweets on the Bella's Twitter. At first, I thought they were Brie tweeting from the back as she was watching the show. It ends up that it was Nikki. I don't know. Part of the reason why I really didn't think Bryan was going to retire when the match was made was because Brie says that she wants to wrestle again someday. And, is that going to be AEW? Is that going to be WWE? Where does that story take her? And, does she start wrestling again because Bryan retires? And that really doesn't make a lot of sense for him to stay home with his son and daughter, and then her to go out on the road, or her to go wrestle, special dates here and there along the way. That really doesn't make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense for them to, if they're going to wrestle, for them to be together. Kind of like how, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green are, really pushing for Cardona to get signed by WWE so they can be together, and he can have Matt Cardona moment in WWE, like his own WrestleMania moment, bigger than the WrestleMania 32 one. But hell of a match, hell of a hard-hitting match. Both of those guys beating the hell out of each other. You got to tip your hat to Swerve from where he came into AEW and pushed his way up to the top that fast. He was a really good champion. He's going to be there again. I think the AEW is going to make sure that they keep him around in the long term, and he's going to be a main event guy for a long time. And for this match to end with the payoff of the Hangman storyline, Hangman's never been able to beat Swerve, and he just, is that fed up with trying to find a way to beat him that he jumped the rail, caused the confusion for Bryan to be able to hit the big knee, and then, of course, lock into the label lock. And then it looked like Swerve was going to get out, but then Bryan snapped the fingers, snitched it back in even tighter, and Swerve tapped. So we're going to have to see how long this plays off. Bryan is champion. Is now the story going to be like he's going to retire when he loses? Is it just they're going to act like he never was saying that he was to retire at the end of his contract and he wanted to go home and be with his daughter? We'll have to see. But they keep saying that he's a wrestler that's been around for 25 years, making sure that he's going to get to this point. But to me, 2010 is when he popped up on my radar, and everybody was going bananas about him in NXT. And I went out and I got a best of Bryan Danielson comp from Crazy Max, which was a tape trading website that I used at the time. And I fell in love with the guy and his style of wrestling. I was there at WrestleMania 30 when he won the World Heavyweight Championship, when he beat Triple H, and then he beat Batista, as well as Randy Orton. I was there when he beat John Cena at SummerSlam. So I was there at WrestleMania 31 when he won that ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and we all thought that he was back. And, soon after that, I think it was that week, he was done again. But we'll have to see what goes on from here. But hell of a match, hell of a show. I wish I would have been able to get to see more. But next week, we got All Out from Chicago. So we'll check out that show and see what's going down. Peace out.